Who would have known the greatest evil of all was waiting for me in my own backyard? Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Chrono Trigger. Last time, we finished all and everything. I was trying to make it sound dramatic, and I just made it sound even more awkward. That's my trademark. This time, we're going into the dimensional vortex, and yay, this wasn't the last time we were gonna get to hear the song. It looks like we've come to the world of some other age. My time gyro cannot acquire a stable reading for time or locale. I don't really like this, but should we take a look at what's here? By walking down, there is an exit. Should you chicken out and change your mind and don't want to mess with alternate dimensions, that is. This is yet another area that was added in the Nintendo DS version and is in other new versions as well. Kind of. This looks awfully familiar, wouldn't you say? Chrono got a level up off of the very first fight. I like it so far. Oh cool, I get to redeem myself on this. Well, 1 out of 4 is better than 0 out of 4. You can't tell me I'm wrong. It's an objective fact that I did better. I actually think I might have dodged one of them in the first place. I think I did dodge one now that I think of it. Stop burping on me. That's very rude. Didn't you? Okay, fine. I'll run over here. See if I... He's projectile burping. What is that? Okay, well, I ran past all those guys. At least I know that was an improvement. It had to be. Keep going down, and another fight. Mr. Glitchy enemy that I told so much trivia about that I had more information to say about than the guys that you actually fight on this part. I remember you. Jimmy. That's what I'm calling him. He's got to have a name because he has unique properties from every other jailer. All down. Just annihilating them by melting their faces. And we get to the end. Only to now be in the Tyranno lair. I hope the items are already collected. Okay, good. There just are no items, so I don't have to worry about that. You get to the end of that, and the same thing's happening again. Now we've ended up in a new place. Very haunting music. We haven't really seen... You know, that's one thing that the Lost Sanctum could have done that just didn't do is mix assets together that we hadn't seen together in that combination, like this eerie futuristic fog. We got 2 new enemies, the Ogan Youth and the Ogan Youth Hammer Edition. They're, well, maybe these aren't new enemies. I think we actually fought these in the Lost Sanctum, so never mind. Just when I was giving it praise over what the Lost Sanctum was, it's proving me wrong. That is really cool how it's hitting the rock and then splitting into 2 waterfalls. The longer a waterfall is, the cooler it is. Seems to be a common trend with landmarks and popular sightseeing attractions. I can just run past these guys, go behind the falls to find a secret, right? No, I go behind the falls to find a required path. We're breaking tropes. Jeez, Luca, you just melted their hammers to them so we didn't have to get rid of them in order to kill them. Overkill. The end of this... Like I said, 1 out of 4 ain't bad, and that's the number of new areas that we've seen so far. I like to refer to this as a mixtape. That's what it is, just going through old areas, having to find the exit based on our memory. They're completely linear locations chosen for that express purpose, and you just keep going through God knows what's going to be next. The sewers. Connected to a forest. I want to pet the kitty even if it's gonna make enemies pop out, and I want to kick the can, and I want to eat the sewer cheese, and then I want to save my game, kind of. That one's actually not that true because I can't really do that in the middle of an adventure because, you know, it's a video and I'm breaking your immersion. Okay, so we've ended up in a new place. This is an exit. This is a save point, just in case you didn't know. And this is the way forward. Now we've ended up in a lava cave of sorts. Not like any place that we've ever been to before. And it's a new... You are the embodiment of all of my hate. This rat is this green radioactive putrid poop rat is all this is the mental image I get when I think of the Lost Sanctum. It's like a trigger word for everything that I hate. Just seeing that rat's face. I can't help man, they brought down things. The Lost Sanctum actually did bring down things that I like about the game normally, because I always thought the rat was a fun running gag where it's always just a thorn in your side wherever you go in every time period, and it's just a huge, huge pain to have to deal with all the time. Like a rat to flame, they're doing this. We have a fireball, which is ripping off prominence. State of matter ripped off its appearance from a concept. Fireball is able to attack using fire, fire 2, and it counters with a self-destruct move. It absorbs all elements except water, as you would expect. It also didn't counter with a self-destruct there, so maybe that only counters with it when it's defeated. Go on, Robo, punch that fire. Yep, he punched the fire so hard it exploded. Perhaps maybe Robo's batteries were being stored in his arm, and that's the reason for the explosion. We'll keep going. And I want to switch Ayla in. Going up here, we have an Athenian water and a Master's Crown. Ooh, I thought that item was going to be a lot later. Boost damage prevents all status ailments. This works in kind of a special way. There's only one of these in the whole game, and oh boy, let me tell you about how crazy of an effect this is. It's the same effect as the sunglasses and the prism spectacles, multiplying all damage out of a character, be it physical or magical, this time by 1.25 times. Contrary to reality and physics, the prism spectacles and the sunglasses aren't a piece of headgear, they're accessories. These two items stack for an effective damage multiplication of 1.875 times. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! I just had to get that out of my system because, oh, it's so powerful. In theory, yes, it can be collected Whoa! Not what I was expecting to see in a light corridor, more of a dark one. Yes, you can technically get it twice. I'm well aware that we could be more powerful than we currently are. I just wanted to save this for New Game Plus. The Red Gauge! I guess has nothing to give but gratitude. For some reason, I thought he did. He has a flame attack, he counters with it, and he absorbs fire. Predictable. I still say you look like some kind of deformed dog that stuck its head out the window, letting its gums flaps in the wind for too long. Wait. Did the thing happen that I think just happened? Yes, oh my god, I had this wrong in my notes. I thought this was at level 76. Ayla's fist has now become the Iron Fist. At level 72, her regular attack becomes even more powerful, gaining a 35% base critical hit chance and inflicting confuse. She whacks them so hard that they don't know what hit them. It's great. It gives Ayla another gimmick all her own, and you don't have to buy it or anything. It can't be gotten off anybody. It's fantastic. And this actually brings me to a few other miscellaneous topics. There's the fact that there's a save corruption glitch that causes the game to not really understand who can equip what item. Because of this, you can get fists onto other characters, and it's I think it's used in the 80% speedrun of Chrono Trigger that allows glitches. It's great. It makes the game ridiculously powerful because you can put that Iron Fist onto anyone. Or, if so inclined, there's another step above the Iron Fist. At level 96, Ayla's regular attack becomes the Bronze Fist. This is what I was saying was another reward that we'd be getting in the level 90s, and we'd kind of sort of get to see it. I was waiting for the Iron Fist to show up because I was at least sure we were going to get that. The Bronze Fist loses its chance of confusion, but it makes Ayla's regular attack so good that it guarantees 9,999 damage on a critical hit. Considering she has an item that buffs her critical hit chance by 50% new to the DS version, damn Ayla, you scary. You weren't overpowered enough? You really needed to be buffed in a remake? I don't know, man. I kind of think the people that were working on the new content for this remake didn't exactly have their priorities straight. What could have given me that idea, I wonder? But regardless, it just makes the best girl even better. Should she actually get to level 96, she becomes by far the best DPS in the entire game. Seriously, she does double the damage of Chrono, who is second place. Ha, that was your strengthened flame. Go back to college. I don't know, it was the only insult I had in my mind at the time. I tend to not be very good at coming up with insults on the spot. Maybe I'm not a very mean person and that's a good thing. I'd like to think that, I guess. I wasn't trying to sound cute there, I actually just had to burp. And it just came off sounding very dainty. Dance on by very slowly, we fought you in the lost... How much does Luminaire do? I want to know the answer to this question. Consistently. Chrono, you're hitting as hard as an Antipode Bomb 3 now, all by yourself. Normally I say I don't really care for the fact that this game has a silent protagonist, and it's one of my few complaints with its storytelling, very, very few. But Chrono, you can be all the silent protagonist you want if you just hit that damn hard. Actions speak louder than words. Strength Capsule! Speaking of actions speak louder than words. Damn, Strength Capsule, you suck. To Luca with you. Ka. Down the ladder isn't on the other path. That is so freaky looking, especially his eyeball. They have 3 eyes. Or do they have... No, they don't have 4 eyes. He doesn't have another eyeball on the other side. He just has 3 eyeballs. I'm legit curious how a brain would process that. This reminds me, a thought that I always had as a kid and that I still have from time to time. If you were to, like, pop an eyeball out of your head and make your 2 eyeballs look at each other, what would that look like to your brain? Maybe there's some Vsauce video or some other educational science channel that answers this question, but I've always wondered what that is. Would it just look like 3D because you're seeing the same image kind of inside one another and it's combining it like it's supposed to be one image? I have a lot of theories for what that would look like, and none of them are backed by science, so maybe somebody can help me without actually doing it to me, please. I'll pass. I don't want to know that badly. This is the Earth's belly button, didn't you know? He doesn't really feel like talking this time that we're seeing him, but... It is the Earth's belly button. Oh! Actually startled me. That takes us back to the starting area now that the lava's been drained. And then through here, that should mean that we have to fight the respawning rats again! There's only one explanation for my insanity when I see these guys. Their farts combined with the brimstone must be actually causing my brain to break down. We'll climb down this new ladder that didn't melt away in the lava. I mean, don't you know? Ladders are so durable they can survive 65 million years. And we find out that the Earth has 2 belly buttons. Crater's surveillance ladder. Is it with these rats respawning? It's always just those rats. And then some rats ran. Robo got a level up on the way. Since I didn't show it before, there's a hidden passageway in the lower right corner, right over by where we fought the red Gauge. And this leads to the Dactyl Nest? Dream Reaper! Another item I wasn't expecting to get right now. Makes Magus do quad damage on critical hits with his regular attack. Doesn't inflict stop, but still gives him higher strength. This also has an unseen effect of boosting Magus's critical hit rate to 20%. And on the way back, there will be a strength capsule on this ledge, which is yet again going on Luca. This is our first time seeing Frog's new regular attack. It didn't work. Try that again. Critical hit did 1262 damage with his new champion's badge together with the fully powered Masamune. It's no Chrono's regular attack, but, you know, I still like you, bud. Something I had to go back for later is in the lower right of this room, after the lava's been drained, there's this little area containing a Spell Slinger. This is a new weapon for Luca with a brand new effect we've never seen before. The last digit of her MP determines the damage, and just like Robo's Crisis Arm, the higher the number, the greater the damage. With her having 99 MP, this is a pretty good effect, and I will be equipping this in time. I did have to come back later for it, after all. And then we have this that's new. Not exactly inspired in its design. And since Frog's in the party, we can finally deal with these the way that they were intended. By hitting them with water, they don't get put out. Try it again. It's okay, Frog, just spit on them extra hard this time. He does open his mouth after all when it washes across the screen. They still self-destruct, they just don't absorb the elemental damage. It's very weird that no matter what you do, you're just not gonna deal with it. Beating them with a counter is the only way to make it so their self-destruct doesn't go off, and that's not guaranteeable. You put out that fire with your fingernails. I mean, they could be very dirty fingernails and it would get the job done. Hoo! Ayla's level increased yet again, and I was worried we weren't going to hit level 76 by the end of this. Actually was. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We got a portal, and they can't let us have it that easy. Chrono gets a level up. Excellent experience. This looks like the inside of somebody's hole. And that's a completely true statement. Take the opportunity for a shelter and a save. And going onward. I have to say, really quick, this is a way out, should you need it. It feels good to like a new area in this game. I've actually been having a great big smile on my face so far. But don't worry, we still found something that sucks. Dalton, you survived! It's been quite some time, hasn't it? Did I startle you with my brilliant reappearance? Not even a little. Well, who asked you? If it weren't for you, I'd have been the ruler of an age all my own. You robbed me of everything I'd worked so hard for. My wealth, my home, my loyal underlings. You took it all away. It's unforgivable. So come on, have a taste of the suffering I've endured because of you! This is the hilariously named Once King Dalton. I am about to do to you what I have wanted to do to you all along! Eternal darkness! Maybe I should have gone for Omega Flare because that was even more cool looking though, but I just want to hit him with triple tech after triple tech after triple tech. I didn't even care about the haste. He shouldn't survive too many of these. And I got plenty of them I can just cook up as I feel like it. And we all get to do it in a cooler boss fight for Dalton, which he was sorely lacking before out of all the villains. I feel like they could have done so many things for him. I'm not saying to give such a great theme as Battle 2 to Dalton of all the villains who didn't get unique boss themes. Personally, I would have given it to somebody like Ozzy or, you know, a good character in general, but Dalton just had such a lacking boss fight that had nothing really special about it. He had the whole having HP gimmick that was consistent, but it never felt like you really got to wail on the guy in an all-out match or got to see some other form of him or have him reveal what he really was. I guess it was kind of intriguing that he's one of the few people able to do Luminaire. Even still, second wind. Is that a clever way of saying you're gonna burp on us for the second time? Oh, right, we actually don't have anything here. Maybe we'll get to see Magus's quad damage on critical hits. That could be kind of cool. What? Talk about sour grapes. I would have done 9999 if I just ignored the triple tech. Damn, Magus, way to suck at everything, including avenging your own broken home. I think that's enough for today. But don't you dare think this is settled! Just you wait! I'll raise the greatest army the world has ever seen and pour it and use it to wipe your pitiful little kingdom off the map! The dog yelps. Farewell! Don't remind me of how they ruined the ending to this game. Please. The curiosity got the better of me, and I've equipped the Spell Slinger to Luca just to kind of see how it works, since the MP is a lot more under our control, and we could just use magic that has multiples of 10. We slip through there. Is something wrong, Chrono? You feel like someone's calling you. Roll for initiative. Gonna bring Ayla into this because it's a tough encounter that we haven't done before, and that's generally how that works. Ayla no understand. Chrono? 2 of them? You not Chrono! Chrono no do like that! Never do! Don't think we'll go easy on you in a fight just because you're Chrono. Having to fight yourself must happen in every RPG, so they had to change this one to comply with the doctrine. Steel Shade is its name. It has all of Chrono's attacks, and immediately, wow, you sure like critting on Ayla a lot more. Most people would like hitting on Ayla, not critting on her. We're gonna go for a Fire Sword 2 right away, and now he's changing his targets. Luca can pretend like its animosity is placed in some kind of feelings, I guess. Her being immune to elemental attacks is helpful, as his Wind Slash does have that. We're gonna charm him and get Prism Spectacles, a second pair of those. Only second pair you ever get. Now, we're just gonna wail on him because we've got this thing started, and we'll do it. 2603. Oh, and he's countering. He is a very good copy. That's what I did the entire time. Thunderfall. Don't you mean Lightning 2? You know, you don't know the names of our attacks very well. 2 can play at the countering game, though. And Ayla just pounding on him. Just as soon as she jumped off, she jumped right back on. There we go. I guess also she was made to hit on Chrono, which she got to do earlier on. There he goes attacking us. We attack back. We'll attack him again, full force. 5,000 damage is pretty good for a triple attack compared to how we've been doing. That's all right, especially if we can't do the Antipode Bomb in this party. Rend? Don't you mean cleave? You know, just saying. Did you not know what it's called? Energy Blast? Do you not mean Wind Slash? Okay. I deserved that critical in the face for saying that. Ayla didn't deserve it, though. She's so much better than that. The thing, oh, Scintillation! He's got the whole Dark Hero thing down where he has a darker color palette and everything, though, but the thing is, he just changed all the names of our attacks to edgier sounding words in an effort to sound cooler than us. And it's working! These attack names are so much cooler than mine! I can only do one thing. I must defeat him so that he can never claim plagiarism to me copying his names, and then I can use them myself and be a much cooler protagonist. What does scintillation even mean? You know what? I'm going to look this up right now. Oh, sparkling or shining brightly. That makes a lot of sense with Luminaire. Oh, that's it. Wow. I was able to look at a dictionary while beating you. You're pathetic. Chrono's latent powers awakened. Speed, strength, and accuracy improved. Instead of him replacing me, we fused and became one. And I care about one of those stats that got raised now. You're very likely to have speed and strength already at star before you get this far, even without New Game Plus, just because it's how Chrono stats tend to be. Good, I guess. And I just realized I never actually used the Spell Slinger. I guess we'll have to save that for another time whenever we're kind of wailing on regular enemies. Well, that's this dimensional vortex down. Collect them all. Next time on Chrono Trigger, we're going to 12,000 BC and taking out that dimensional vortex. See you guys then.